그 괴물을 깨운 방아쇠가 뭔지 찾아야 해요.
Thank you for joining us for another Critics Collective. I am Legacy Lingo, and I have the Not So Superfan here with me. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in for this review of Revelations, which is available on Netflix. It's dropped on March 21st. All right, but before we get into that, those of you guys who have been boosting this channel, we greatly appreciate you. And if you're new to us and you like what we're doing, please go ahead and support this channel. Every little bit of movement helps. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up on this video, turn on the alerts, and join the collective community. Now, Revelations available now on Netflix. The IMDB synopsis has it as a pastor and a detective, driven by their beliefs, pursue a missing person case, with the pastor seeking retribution after a divine revelation identifies the culprit who abducted his son. And that sounds layered up, sir. That sounds layered up. All right. Now, I didn't have the pleasure of being able to see this. This just dropped on March 21st. But Manny, the Not So Super Fan, did see it. So we're going to get his spoiler-free review on this. Manny, tell me when you first came across it, what was your initial impression?
Yeah, when I first saw the trailer, initially I thought, okay, the concept is. I didn't really much read into it. I was just going off based off the trailer. I thought it was kind of like a whole the pastor meets a detective, supernatural type of, trying to find missing person type of situation. But and especially from the director who directed Train to Busan and the other show Hellbound on Netflix. So I was expecting a supernatural aspect of that.
Okay.
First of all, that was my first impression. But after watching that film, it's a whole different. Even the synopsis doesn't
really do it
describe
justice.
What actually happens in the film.
Okay, we'll go ahead and give me that review then. Let's hear about it.
It's one of those films where you have this a character, like it's like two character dynamic. One character who's like the pastor, he's this church going guy, and he falls into a situation where even at the beginning he gets a phone call and he gets this info about a certain person in his life, and you're like, whoa, that's going on with his life. And now there's this other person, you see the detective, you meet the detective, and she has like a past with this kidnapper. And but it's something that happened with the kidnapper with the pastor that kind of like connects them now, and it's kind of like a situation where it's the truth, like somebody's holding, like lying, and someone's trying to seek the truth, and somebody's trying to be better themselves at the same time, trying to make their life better because of a certain situation that's going on in their life. I'm trying to say it that way again. Is if I go into so much detail, it's just going to be spoiled. But there's a counting mouse play aspect in that story going on, and you kind of feel for both character where they're coming from as far as the story, because of what this serial killer did. And again, it's so hard to say what happened because it's just gonna spoil. Because there's a significant part in the film, something happens that triggers everything in the movie, and there's few scenes in the film where the pastor or the detective will probably look at a mirror and you see like a ghost like image showing behind them, but it's kind of like ghosts of their past, kind of like something playing on their head, but it's not really supernatural. It's just in their head, kind of like they're seeing things that makes them like that's pushing them to do whatever they want to do. It's either worse than what they did before or like lie more about what they did, and there's like a lie twist and turn going on in this film.
So I got a question. The one thing that you said that when it happens, it pushes things. Is this something that happens early on and then the story really takes flight, or is this something that's like a big reveal at the end, like a old boy type of situation?
It's early on in the film. It happens.
Okay.
Like even early on in the movie, you get introduced to all three characters. That's gonna basically like centralize the main plot of what's gonna happen at the beginning of the movie. You just see, hey, And even when you see the serial killer, oh yeah, that guy is a creep. Just by seeing him, yeah, he's a creep. But
It's how'd you feel about the pacing of it all though? Was it moving pretty well? Did it keep you pulled in?
to me, at first I started off watching it with the English dub, but I would say it kind of it doesn't the emotional aspect of it doesn't really does justice if you're watching it in dub. I watch it. Most people don't like subs, but I watch it in sub. I kind of had a better emotional aspect as far as the character and what's going on with him when you're watching sub.
Right.
But it plays out well to me. You know.
Okay.
I like where it was going, and I would say that one particular scene, the way it plays out, where it happens, where the incident happened with this guy, he's a serial killer, and when it plays out, you kind of believe. They make you believe that he actually did something, but it's just the way it twisted around, and like, oh damn. Then that's when you're like, oh shit, how is he gonna do that? How's she gonna find out? So I enjoyed what they did with the story, especially, and I kind of expected that, especially from the director. I really love that movie Train to Busan, so I kind of.
Okay, and is this based on any material that's out there? Anything out there already?
Not that I know of. I didn't really look into it. I just saw the trailer. I was like, you know what, this is something because I really was expecting a supernatural detective teaming up with a pastor to find a serial killer type of situation, but not. I got a whole different story from it.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and check that out. So I think you know what it's time for, sir. We need to go ahead and rate this thing. I'm interested to see how many accolades you're gonna give it. In true Critics Collective fashion, we have accolades going from 0 to 5. 5 accolades being excellent, must watch, highly recommended for all viewers. 4 accolades, good, worth watching, but has notable flaws. 3 accolades, average, some enjoyable moments, but lack significant impact. 2 accolades, below average, some redeeming qualities, but generally disappointing. 1 accolade, poor quality, not recommended, or 0 accolades, horrible, absolute trash. Manny the Not So Super Fan, how many accolades you giving this one?
I'm gonna give it a 4. There's a few scenes in there where certain things happened that didn't really make sense to me.
Okay.
It's like till later on I realized why it happened. It would have made better sense why certain characters acted a certain way. There's like a court scene, the officer's acting a certain way. I was like, why is she acting like that? No cops would do that. But then I realized later on, it's like, oh, that's why.
Okay.
But it's just a few things like that. Then the pastor's wife, I ain't like her. That's it. But other than that, it was a great film.
A great film. Yeah. Hey, 4 is a strong recommendation, and I'm actually looking forward to watching it. If you guys out there get a chance to watch this is Revelations. It is available on Netflix. It just dropped on March 21st. Get in those comments. Let us know how you felt about it. Let us know how many accolades you would give it. Let us know if you've been able to do a deep dive, find out if it's related to any source material or if this is just somewhat an original story. We're interested to have that discussion with you. All right. And also, if you guys are enjoying what we're doing here, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up on this video. Hit that subscribe button. Every little bit helps. And go ahead and turn on the alerts to join the collective community. Okay. Once again, this was Revelations, available on Netflix. We are the Critics Collective. I'm Legacy Lingo. I got the Not So Super Fan here with me, and we will see you guys on the next one.